Our second selection sees 5th place Nottingham Forest playing host to 6th place Aston Villa. And Nottingham Forest managed to pick up a win away at Old Trafford by 3-2 against Man United. Chris Wood scored the 3rd goal for Forest, which actually put him as the top goal scorer of all time in the Premier League era for the hosts. It's mixed form for Nottingham Forest, 2 wins and 2 losses in their last 4 games, but it's good enough to keep them in those top 6 spots. They play an Aston Villa side who picked up a win in their last game by 1-0 against struggling Southampton. The sole goal in the game was scored by John Duran, and the Villains didn't really rest on their laurels though. Looking at the stats, they did press their advantage, they didn't allow Southampton back into the game at all, and when we look at the second half stats, they only allowed the Saints a single effort in that second period, and this shot wasn't even on target. In terms of form, it's back-to-back wins for Aston Villa now, and they appear to have returned to their form of earlier this season. When we look at the head-to-head records, Villa won the last match at Villa Park back in February. Watkins got the Villains off to a great start with his goal after just 4 minutes, with Douglas Luiz adding 2 more to put Forest 3 goals behind after just 39 minutes. Forest did hit 2 back in response, but Bailey did kill off the game with Aston Villa's 4th, with the game finishing 4-2. Form-wise, that result does mean it's 2 wins in the last 3 encounters for Aston Villa, and they're also unbeaten in 7 of the last 8 competitive meetings, and that's a record dating back to September of 2017. My prediction for today's game is that Villa appear to have turned the corner with their recent form, and Forest are still very much inconsistent. Additionally, Villa seem to have Forest's number, being unbeaten in 7 of the last 8 head-to-head matchups, so I am leaning towards Aston Villa here, but in recognition of their struggles in November, and Forest's decent home record, instead of backing Villa outright, I'm going to lay the home team for a half stake here in bet number 2.